On Friday, the Asia-Pacific markets displayed a varied and nuanced response following the release of data indicating lower-than-anticipated inflation in the United States. This unexpected development fostered optimism that the ongoing struggle to curb inflation might lead to a more gradual and controlled economic adjustment. In the month of July, the Consumer Price Index in the U.S. experienced a year-on-year increase of 3.2%, a figure that fell slightly below the consensus forecast of 3.3% projected by economists surveyed by Dow Jones. When examined on a month-to-month basis, the inflation rate recorded a 0.2% rise, aligning closely with the initial estimates. The report also unveiled a positive trend by revealing that real average weekly earnings had remained steady during the previous month. Despite these encouraging signs, an underlying analysis of core inflation, stripped of the influence of volatile food and energy prices, painted a slightly different picture. The core inflation rate stood at 4.7%, the lowest it had been since October 2021, and notably lower than the anticipated 4.8%, indicating that certain sectors of the economy still faced upward price pressures. Turning to the Asian markets, Australia's S&P/ASX 200 index experienced a decline of 0.24%, concluding the trading day at 7,340.1. Similarly, South Korea's Kospi index exhibited a 0.4% drop, closing at 2,591.3, while the Kosdaq managed a modest 0.1% gain, finishing at 912.2. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index faced a more pronounced setback, sliding by 0.79% in the final hours of trading. Meanwhile, mainland China encountered a downward trajectory as well, with the CSI 300 index experiencing a substantial 2.3% decline, concluding the session at 3,884.25. Notably, Japanese markets remained closed due to a public holiday. Across the Pacific, the U.S. markets responded positively to the news of softer inflation figures. All three major indexes recorded gains, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average registering an increase of 0.15%. The S&P 500 index made a marginal upward move of 0.03%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index saw a more notable rise of 0.12%.